welcome back to the Colouring Zone. My name's Helena. So today I thought I would do sort of like part 2 of using Distress inks. So if you've not seen my first video, I will link that up here and also in the description box below as well. So this time, so in that video I did a background but I used water to try and take some of it off, whereas this one I did it on this page here. And so this is Circle of Life by Mampomoni Chatsi Pansy Chukutu. Yeah, that didn't sound quite right, but we'll anyway. So the page that I have been doing is this one. I wanted to test out the background and see what it would look like, and then I started colouring the other elements. So I thought I would show you on the other side of this page. So the colours that I've been using, and these are the Distress inks by Ranger. So it is Kinch Flamingo, Picked Raspberry, and a bit of Seedless Preserves as well. And I've just been using this makeup brush, and I'm sure it's probably still loaded. I mean, it's still coming off. And I have got something behind just to protect the page. Try not to get it on the main illustration. But yeah, I mean, it's a way of cleaning off your brush if you're going to use the colour, just to fill in some of the white gaps, and then you can build on it. It feels like ages ago that I did this side, but it wasn't. It was only sort of like last week. Now, we have had a heat wave in the UK. We seem to be having a lot of those at the moment, and it is pouring it down, so you probably can hear it. But yeah, it's surprising. I've not even added additional ink on here. Got a little mark there, it doesn't matter though. And it does, you know, they go really far. Get to as close as I can. Right, so it is really hammering it down. It'll be interesting to see whether you can actually hear that. I'll be surprised if you can't on camera. So this is the Flamingo one. I think it's Kinch Flamingo. So as we did before, I'm just rubbing it on, but obviously this time I'm not adding water. But these colours are very, very closely matched, and you know, they do blend very well. If I just added a bit more. But yeah, I mean, you can really load up your page with a lot of ink. So depending on, I've gone for sort of like more of a faded look when it comes to the main illustration. I did show you briefly the little applicator that is also, well, made by Ranger. Obviously these are just makeup brushes. Now the other applicator that I did, this one here is by Ranger. These pads are not. I think these are actually by Spectrum Noir. Now I think Ranger have come out with them. I'm not sure whether they are Ranger. Maybe they are actually, I can't remember. But I've not really got on that well with these. I know practice makes perfect, and I haven't really practiced enough with them, I don't think. But at the same time, like, I just really like how these brushes work. And I'm just loading it up a bit more. yeah, I mean, at the moment, it doesn't look particularly nice, does it? But it's just building up those colours slowly but surely. So this is the Picked Raspberry. This is quite a bold colour, and I might... Yeah, no, I'll stick with this, I think. Just have to remember to move this over. So I'm just going to move the camera slightly, just check that you're in shot. So it's just about loading up your brush, and then I'm starting at the corners and then just coming towards the illustration, and that's just sort of how I do it. So we're getting there. So let's go down here. I think I'm just loading up my brush again. And I'm going to start on the corner and then work my way in. And you cannot see. Let me lift you up a little bit. Right, so I'm just going down on this side now. And it's just like varying your pressure. So harder on the corners and then fading out. And I did mean actually to say in my last video, it did bleed through ever so slightly on the page below. And that's the thing, when you're adding water to your colouring books, and even though it was quite a light colour, it did go through a little bit. Whereas, you know, the more you load onto your brush, the more you load onto the paper, if you're adding water, there is a likelihood that it is going to go through. I know some people are quite skilled in using their distress inks. I'm not one of those people. And when I add water, it does tend to go through to the other side. But, you know, I suppose it depends on what paper you're working with as well. This paper is pretty good though. Do you know what? It's actually in this book, so of course I can show you, can't I? Once I've done this, I'll make sure I show it at the end, the little bit of bleed through that I had with our shell that we did. But yeah, these are so gorgeous. They've actually come out with some new colours, which I have ordered. So I'm looking forward to those arriving. So this is more of the... Is it Picked Raspberry? I'm sure it said that. Picked Raspberry. Reminds me, actually, we've got raspberries in our fridge that need to be eaten up. Yeah, I went over to my mum and dad's house, and I went to the pasty shop, and and I was going to go over to my mum and dad for lunch. So I said, "Oh, do you want anything from the pasty shop?" Mum was like, "Oh, can you get me a punnet of raspberries?" And I was like, "Mum, I don't think they're going to sell that." She was like, "Oh yeah, if you just go to Iceland," which is like a frozen store in the UK. And I was like, "Do you not want anything else?" She was like, "Oh no, that's all I fancy." And then she asked me to get some magnums, so I got those as well from Iceland. And anyway, so I bought my dad and my husband a pasty, and I bought a sandwich. And I went back to their house to eat it with them. And my mum, she squashed all of the raspberries. She like made it into like a puree. And she then put honey on it, like loads of honey. And then she put caster sugar on it. And then she added like loads of yogurt, like a bowl, like a cereal bowl of yogurt. And she was like, oh, you know, it's quite healthy. And I'm thinking, I don't think that is, Mum. I don't think that is that healthy with that much yogurt, that many raspberries, that much sugar and honey. But it just really made me laugh. Bless her. It's what the heat does to us, guys. So our eating habits go a bit, you know. And then she did have a Magnum actually afterwards. It does make me laugh. So I think what we'll do is we'll add some of the purple, which is seedless preserves, and then we'll see how we go. Yeah, just see how it comes out really. So here is the seedless preserves. Now this is quite a dark colour, so I do need to sort of get a bit of paper, and if I do it on here, wait, that's okay. Right, so I am just going to use this paper to rest on because I don't want to put my hands in it. And then just bring the colour out. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to colouring that snake, you know. Let's move our bit of paper. Right, so there's that. Now we'll go over this side. I'm going to move this bit of paper over. I'm sorry if it causes glare, guys. Oh, did you miss that bit? I hope you didn't. Right, so yeah, I do apologise if it causes quite a lot of glare, this plastic sheet. So dark on the corner and then bringing it out. I just wanted to thank you guys for all of your comments and support in general, but particularly for the colour along that I did, or buddy colour with the Colour Cave. I really appreciate all of your comments. I had such fun doing that, such fun. And you know, YouTubers, you know, if you're interested in doing something similar to what me and Jem do, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy. I love doing buddy colours, and it was really, really good fun to do that colour along. I have been meaning to actually do a flip. It was a requested video. I can't remember the lady's name, unfortunately, but yeah, lovely lady, lovely subscriber suggested me doing a flip of all my complete pages in this book. So I do plan on doing that very, very soon. I have got quite a few videos scheduled actually. I've really got like ahead of myself, which is ideal. So you know that there might be a bit of a delay in me uploading it just because I've got loads of other videos that are in front. So yeah, just bear that in mind. So I'm doing more of the picked raspberry just to blend it out a little bit more. Right, that looks all right, doesn't it? So we'll keep going round with this raspberry colour, and on here, just going to move this one here along a little bit. these colours are so beautiful. So if I stand back and just have a little think, and then we compare it to the other side and work out whether we need to add more, I think. So I think I'm quite happy with it. I'm saying that, but I'm still using the brush. Yeah, it's just really, really fun and quick. So, I mean, to give you guys an idea, because I will edit this video a little bit, particularly the bits that I'm not talking. So, in total of filming, this took me 20 minutes to do this background, which you imagine if you're doing that with pencils, that would take forever. So, it is a bit of a shortcut. And they're really, really fun to use. And I know that they are quite difficult to use when you first start, but it does get easier. It really does. You just get more and more confident, and then you just build on that. I mean, I'm no expert, but you know, I do really enjoy using them, which always helps. But I know to start with, I did used to find it quite difficult. But yeah, practice makes perfect, doesn't it? Even though that's not really something I strive for, to be honest. But, you know, anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Please drop me a comment down below, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. So I am going to continue working on this page off screen. It's just quite busy, isn't it? And we've only recently done like a colour along in this book, Buddy Colour with Gems. So, you know, yeah. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. This silver that you can see, I hope you can see that, is actually Tin Man, and it's by the Art Spirits. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've not used this colour nearly enough, and I am thinking about adding it actually to the background. So the little bobbles that you can see, I've used Rebecca's paints, so the Art Spirits, and I've used I think it's the Rainbow Dust one. And I have ordered, I have ordered some of Rebecca's new paints, and I just cannot wait. One of them is Gold Dust, so that's going to be really interesting. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. I'm sure I'll do a video on the unboxing of those and swatching. But anyway, so before I go, just remember, I did say that I would show you where it bled through on our shell that we did. So this is the shell one that we did. So this is part 1, and I mean, it's only ever so slightly, but you can see it. It's just here where I've obviously added the water, and it's just soaked through. I mean, it can be covered easily enough. I'm not too worried. Like, it doesn't bother me in any way. And I suppose if it came to doing this page, and I have got another copy if it really bothered me that much when it comes to doing it. Yes, so on this page though, I just thought I'd mention, so it's not bled through, but where I had this plastic sheet, where I've been moving it around, it has gone on here. I mean, you know, this book is, I mean, it's filthy, to be honest. The front cover and the back of it is so dirty, and it's used a lot. So, and I just think actually, if it has got a bit of dirt on it, it's just loved, isn't it? So anyway, so I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Happy colouring, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.